Hello, my name is Thomas. I'm a member of the ISP support team, and today we are going to be going over the lists menu. So the list menu covers several different things here. We're going to talk about four of them. So we'll start with budget categories. If you've seen our accounting video, you'll remember that a budget category is a required field when adding a transaction. It does not affect compliance reporting, but it is for your own internal budgeting purposes. So this is where you can go to manage those. You'll see here that each one there's a parent budget category field. So for example, advertising is a child category of campaign, and that's just for another level of budgeting. You can click on each one of these and you can add a description if you want to. None of these have descriptions at the moment, but you can add one if you want. You can also get rid of ones that you don't want to use. So for example, if I want to get rid of campaign, I can hit remove. If that budget category has transactions associated with it, you'll see that it cannot be deleted. It has been made inactive instead. So if it has transactions associated with it, you can't delete it, but it will be made inactive. And you can go down here and you can add a budget category as well. And people add all kinds of budget categories all the time, so feel free to add whatever you want. Next up in the list menu, we've got elections. So um, this is where you can go to add an election, get rid of an old election. Same thing applies here. If you get rid of an election that has transactions associated with it, it will just be made inactive. You've got inactive tab, active tab, or all here, and you can add one. A bunch of different election types, primary, general, special, things like that. Whatever state you're in, that's an optional field as you can see, and then the election date. Pretty straightforward. Next up, we've got financial accounts. This is where you can go to add a bank account. If your committee has more than one bank account, you can add that. Just hit add here in the bottom left. And you can give it a name. A bunch of different types of bank accounts here, checking, investment, savings, and etc. Account number, bank's record. You can link your bank record here. So that would require you to have an organization record for your bank. And that's useful for having the bank info appear on compliance reports, things like that. And then next up, last thing I want to talk about is flags. So flags are useful for essentially flagging records in any way that you want. So maybe you want to add a flag for high dollar donor. Maybe you want to flag a bunch of people as high dollar donors, or maybe potential donors. You can flag them as that. And then you can, let's see, for people who have donated more than 5K. And then you can use that on individuals or organizations, whichever one you want to do. And then you can apply that flag to as many people as you want. And then you can run a certain report for that flag. So flags are really useful for essentially flagging people however you want. So that is the list menu.